Okay, we are continuing to read and This translation and purpose of His Excellency Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada and our Acharya from the National Society of Krishna Consciousness. And today we will continue to read chapter number 6 and chapter number 14. Okay, in English. Yes. Quinci paketus English.
14. 6:14.
Text 41. Now we need to change version before reading. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Okay, Sanskrit. Dasinam ko santapa.
Dasinam ko no santapa.
Swamina paricharya.
Swamina Paricharya.
Abhishnam labhamanam.
Abhikshnam labdhamananam.
Dasya dasiva durvabhava.
Dasya dasiva durbhagaha.
Dasinam konu
Dasinam konu
santapa.
santapaha.
Swamina paricharyaya.
Swamina Paricharyaya.
Abhishnam labhamanam.
Abhikshnam labdhamananam.
Dasya dasiva durvabhava.
Dasya dasiva durbhagaha.
Dasinam konu santapa.
Dasinam konu santapaha.
Swamina
Swamina
paricharyaya.
Paricharyaya. Abhikshnam labdhamananam. Dasya dasiva durbhagaha. 42. Yeah, 41. Dasinam konu santapaha. Swamina Paricharyaya. Abhikshnam labdhamananam. Dasya dasiva durbhagaha. Dasinam konu santapa. Swamina Paricharyaya. Abhikshanam labdhamananam. Dasya dasiva durbhagaha. Dasinam konu santapaha. Swamina Paricharyaya. Abhikshnam labdhamananam. Dasya dasiva durbhagaha.
Instructions. This purpose.
next.
You don't only in Finnish language. Or no?
Yeah, there's lots of verses without purpose. So First one with the purport is 54.
Even the maid servants who are constantly engaged in rendering service to the husband are honored by the husband, and thus they have nothing for which to lament. Our position, however, is that we are maidservants of the maidservant. Therefore, we are most unfortunate. Sri Sukadeva Goswami continued, being neglected by their husband and seeing Kritaduti's opulence in possessing a son, Kritaduti's co-wives always burned in envy, which became extremely strong. As their envy increased, they lost their intelligence. Being extremely hard-hearted and unable to tolerate the king's neglect, they finally administered poison to the son. Unaware of the poison administered by her co-wives, Queen Kritaditi walked within the house, thinking that her son was sleeping deeply. She did not understand that he was dead. Thinking that her child had been sleeping for a long time, Queen Kritaditi, who was certainly very intelligent, ordered the nurse, quote, "My dear friend, please bring my son here." When the maidservant approached the child, who was lying down, she saw that his eyes were turned upward. There were no signs of life, all his senses having stopped, and she could understand that the child was dead. Seeing this, she immediately cried, quote, "Now I am doomed," and fell to the ground. In great agitation, the maidservant struck her breast with both hands and cried loudly in regretful words. Hearing her loud voice, the queen immediately came, and when she approached her son, she saw that she was suddenly dead. In great lamentation, her hair and dress in disarray, the queen fell to the ground unconscious. O King Parikshit, hearing the loud crying, all the inhabitants of the palace came, both men and women. Being equally aggrieved, they also began to cry. The queens who had administered the poison also cried pretentiously, knowing full well their offense. When King Chitraketu heard of his son's death from unknown causes, he became almost blind. Because of his great affection for his son, his lamentation grew like a blazing fire, and as he went to see the dead child, he kept slipping and falling on the ground. Surrounded by his ministers and other officers, and the learned brahmanas present, the king approached and fell unconscious at the child's feet, his hair and dress scattered. When the king was breathing heavily, regained consciousness, his eyes were tearful, and he could not speak. When the queen saw her husband, King Chitraketu, emerged in great lamentation and saw the dead child, who was the only son in the family, she lamented in various ways. This increased the pain in the cores of the hearts of all the inhabitants of the palace, the ministers, and all the brahmanas. The garland of flowers decorating the queen's head fell, and her hair scattered. Falling tears melted the collyrium on her eyes and moistened her breasts, which were covered with kumkum powder. As she lamented the loss of her son, her loud crying resembled the sweet sound of a Kurari bird. Alas, O Providence, O Creator, you are certainly inexperienced in creation, for during the lifetime of thy father you have caused the death of his son, thus acting in opposition to your creative laws. If you are determined to contradict these laws, you are certainly the enemy of living entities and are never merciful. This is the way a conditioned soul condemns the Supreme Creator when he meets reverses. Sometimes he accuses the Supreme Personality of Godhead of being crooked, because some people are happy and some people are not. Here the Queen blames Supreme Providence for her son's death. Following the creative laws, a father should die first and then his son. If the creative laws are changed according to the whims of Providence, then Providence certainly should not be considered merciful, but must be considered inimical to the created being. Actually, it is not the creator, but the conditioned soul who is inexperienced. He does not know how the subtle laws of fluid activity work, and without knowledge of these laws of nature, He ignorantly criticizes the Supreme Personality of the Godhead.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Dear devotees, very interesting texts for today. Very interesting. Prabhupada 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 Ki Jai. Om Gyati Ram Sada Jana Shanataya Chakshu Nitami Natasya Shri Guru Namaha Ukam Karati Cham Pravini Yate Guru Nipukata Namaha Shri Guru Namaha Namo Vishvavadu Krishna 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 Bhaktivinoda Swami Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Prachari Devi Shesha Shri Paschati So, very interesting story is continuing. Chitraketu Maharaj. Chitraketu Maharaj. Very sad story. This material report is very sad story. Neglection of the wife by king. No attention, no love, attraction. Only one, by the mercy of Angela, only one wife. Was possible to have some another 1,000,000 wives could not have a son, and they started to lament, oh, we are not good, I was so negative mood, we are bad and you are bad too. What is the reason of our problems? It is Chitraketu, King Chitraketu, and exactly his son. Yes, and they killed nobody. Oh, surprise, very culture. Okay. How is possible? Because bodily conception, right? And King Chitraketu, his man, and all wives were women. And what is the idea? Idea is we need to be very serious in our life, very serious. Our goal of our life is Bhakti Yoga service to the Supreme Personality of Lord, Vishvavasu Prabhu, Vishvavasu Prabhu. Any conditioned souls, any living entities are eternal servants of Supreme Personality of Lord. It is serious goal of life. Otherwise, it's like child. For example, Chitraketu Maharaj started to have desire to have a son, and this desire, he started to be blinded by this desire. He lost his main goal of life. Yeah, and started to think I have no son, and after that I have son. Like this, where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? As Krishna, it's bodily conception. And there is a clear description. Not enough attention for queens was very negative. Negative. Absence of intention or absence of attention, it is problem for kids. It's one of type of violence from parents to kids. Not enough level of attention. For adults, it is not a problem. Why? Because adults need to be in the contact with Supreme Personality of Lord. 2 days ago, Mataji asked me, why are you alone? I said, I'm not alone, I'm with Krishna. I'm not alone. I'm with Krishna. Because we are devotees. We are devotees. And we cannot be alone, it's impossible. One time, one of my godbrother, he was a leader of a temple building in Kiev. Building of Kiev, it's 8 or 9 floor, very big, very high, very big, huge house. Very, on the outer room, one floor, in outer room and outer level, possible to collect. It's actually 2 floors of the room, but in any case, 1,000 devotees can be in outer room together. It is quite big, little bit bigger than like this. But this my grandfather was a leader of construction of this huge. It's very difficult. Okay, any problems he had. And finally, he started to be sick because he was not expert in material life. And finally, he had some mistakes and it produced problems with health. And after that, he cannot stay in the temple because he cannot follow Mount Sadhana, for example. And he started to stay in his flat 20 kilometers nearby from the temple. And at that time, no internet, no mobile phone, and he had no home telephone. And devotee sometimes, maybe one time in months, can visit him nearby airport. He stayed nearby airport, and devotee coming to listening books in airport. They visited him sometimes, maybe twice a month. But it is not enough for association. And one time in Darshan meeting with his spiritual master, Vishvavasu Swami, he said, I am alone, no devotees, sometimes no prasada, because I have no money, I don't know. It was, I forgot, into a century, maybe more than 25 years ago. And he said, I'm alone, Maharaj, I'm alone, and Guru immediately started screaming, no, Krishna is you. And he said, oh, sorry, Guru Maharaj, sorry, I forgot. Yes, I'm very sorry, I'm very sorry, I forgot about Krishna. So, oh, it is your problem, you forgot about Krishna. You cannot be alone. Never you cannot be alone, because Krishna is nearby in your heart and any atom between atoms too. It's your mistake. Yes, and for adult man, normally, to be in contact with Krishna. It is normal, very natural, and for kids it is not sometimes Prahlada Maharaj can be in contact, but usually not. It is not every child. Guru Maharaj, for example, Prahlada Maharaj, son. Yeah, we have example in our life and some children. But for a child, a small child, it is not a law. It is maybe in future, maybe in adult age, like this. And according to Vedic culture, for women, there is a rule: they can be like child, to be not so focused. They have right to be focused on Krishna, but can be like child. And husbands need to protect, to care for this big child. Yes, and in the same situation, absence of attention was problem for the queen's object. Looks like child behavior, like this. And it was so negative, so real for them. They organized and cultivate some negative rules, some envy and cube with small kids. It's unbelievable. But it happens sometimes. Yes, if we are not in the level of smaranam, or contact with constant contact with Krishna, we will have child behavior because not enough contact with Krishna. Okay? In this season, we need to organize special care to help organize some activity, mass meditation, Krishna, it is for Krishna, our service to Krishna, our service to Prabhupada, to a spiritual master. We need to help this new volunteers in Krishna consciousness for Krishna Smaranam or invitation to Lotus feet of Supreme Personality of God and our position of the servant and devotional service. We need to do organized help in volunteers. Real devotee, adult devotee, senior devotee, don't need sometimes maybe one time in a year or one time in 3 years, and sometimes if some special situation. Okay? Like Arjuna in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, he forgot about Krishna. He's staying nearby Krishna, 1 meter in a common chariot, but he forgot about Krishna. It's a very strange story for devotee like Arjuna. Right? He was friend and cousin of Krishna and okay, sometimes it happens even with senior devotees, but it is very easy to say, yeah, you forgot about Krishna, you forgot some seconds, okay. But for women it is maybe not so easy. So for some devotees, very easy. Some devotees. We have the wonderful women devotees, Mataji's in our morning, for example, Yuna Mataji, Elina Mataji, some other examples, a lot of very culture in our in our day. We have, for example, senior Pujari in Vilnius, Mataji, disciple of Bhakti Chaitanya Swami. He is senior Pujari, maybe 20 years ago, some long period of time. And one time, one crisis of the temple, and she alone all service to the duties 1 or 2 years every day, alone, no help. There was no help. And it is much bigger, it is 55 centimeters tall, it is made of metal. This Abhishek every day. It is quite big volume of service. And yes, it is quite a new behavior. Sometimes you have this in the example of Mataji too, why not? No discrimination in this body. If you can, please. If you want, if you have desire, if you have level of spiritual advancement, all this, yeah, no, yes. And it is explanation. And the behavior of women was like child behavior. They organized, cultivate their common negative mood, and after them kill child. And the behavior of Chitraketu Maharaj is absolutely like the child. Because he started to be the man, God, he is Kshatriya, he is king of the kingdom, like this. Why? How is it possible? It is bodily conception. This explanation of Bhakti Shastra course, previous acharyas explained why Arjuna was happily met with a man to move nearby the Krishna. It is like in spiritual world. Krishna is nearby. Unbelievable. Yes. And today is the day of Bhaktivinoda Thakura. Bhaktivinoda Thakura. And Bhaktivinoda Thakura was 7th Goswami. We have 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan in autumn, and Bhaktivinoda was 7th Goswami. He was Vihasa, but he was in the level of constant smiling, meditation to the previous. Yes. He was adult. He was alone, no association. Jagannatha does about it. Yes, some religions, but no association with religions. Bhaktivinoda Thakura started to be devotee. It was in very, very heavy time for Vaishnava culture. Of course, Parampara was continued in that moment, but Bhaktivinoda Thakura tried to find Chaitanya Charitamrita book during the period of 5 years. It's so interesting. He found finally, but the period of finding was 5 years. It's quite difficult time. And he started to print books, acharyas like Chaitanya Charitamrita or Bhagavad Gita, and write a lot of books. He wrote maybe 100 books. Sometimes it's very famous, Jaiva Dharma, Harinam Chaitanya, and this. Yes, and he was pioneer of spreading Krishna consciousness. In that moment, only Guru Parampara took place. Guru Parampara, Jagannatha Sadhavaji. Bhaktivinoda Thakura. Yes, and then Bhaktivinoda Thakura started to be pioneer in teaching and cultivating Krishna consciousness. He organized international office of Namaha, not Harina, not Namahatas, and not temples, but office of Namaha. Office means some place, in which place some people can come and have some adult meetings, hear some lecture, have some talking, ask questions like this. And office means it is contacts with government, with other countries. Office means office. Now we have a small number of offices in our Krishna consciousness movement. Only all temples, all namadas, all bhakti centers, there is office. We are openly in service, in common mood of society, possible to come without cultural shock. Where is this places? But Bhaktivinoda Thakura started from office of Namaha, office of Bhaktivinoda, office. But Lord Chaitanya gave instruction to Advaita Acharya and Nityananda Prabhu, go to Bengali and start to preach in the form of Namaha. Yes, but Bhaktivinoda Thakura organized office of international office of Namaha. Yes, it's like embassy of Bhakti, embassy of Krishna, embassy. Yes, it was very interesting, and this office of Namaha, international office of Namaha, this existence is continuing to exist now. Yeah. Yes. Yes, and he wrote a lot of books, and he was very good family member, very good father, and very good husband. He had more than 10 children. And for Indians, normally about for Europeans, more than 10, no. Srila Prabhupada said 2, maybe 3, not more, because it's too difficult. No culture in Western countries. Because usually altogether a big family. Yes, a small family, husband, wife, and some children, small family, but big family with some grandmothers, grandfathers, some brother and sister of wife and my husband, like this. It's big family, maybe 100 members. It is enough for cultivation children. Yes, like this. And we have only small family in one country. Was one normal Vaishnava family, young boys, one boy and girl, and they have a nice family, and they first son was born, and husband they took some job for maintaining, and every day he had business and some hours when the 6 or 8 was outside of the flat, they rented small one-room flat, because no money enough in some small town, and together with I don't know, road time for traveling 28 hours, 8, 9, 10 hours like this, and his wife was a young woman and had this Mataji had no experience to be his child. No experience. So, welcome. 21st century. And he cannot specify child. Cannot. And she cried, but his answer says, she cried, and the son cried and cried and cried and cried. It is very, very dangerous because it is destroyed consciousness of a small baby. It is not normal. And neighbors hear hours and hours every day, and the baby cried and cried and cried. They cannot be passive in this situation, and they called to some government service and said, this Mataji, this mother cannot specify her son with her. And some inspectors came and asked, why your baby is crying? She said, I cried, but no mother, no father, no sisters. I am alone here. We are looking for no relatives and no help. I cannot. Sorry, I cannot. And the government representative said, if we are giving you 1 week, if you cannot be trained in this topic, we need to take your baby because we need to specify it. It is citizen of our country. Yes. You have no education. She was very good. She was the best law distributor in this country. With Mataji. But no experience in population of the children. And I came to this country. I don't know why, I forgot. And senior devotee of this country, I called to him, I'm here, I'm this, what is situation, what is news? And immediately he said, we are losing one son of our family, of our family Vaishnavas. I said, what happens? And he explained it. And immediately I said, immediately, you need to ask your wife and wife of this senior devotee and wife of this senior devotee of these 3 Matajis need to immediately today or tomorrow you travel to this place and help this Mataji and explain. You have only 3-4 days. Immediately to better today in evening, but maybe tomorrow, not after. Why? Because it is our duties. We need to train our devotees. Okay, yes, very good. Okay. No problems. Please explain what is no problem. Yes. And they act according to my instruction. It's very easy instruction. Please organize. If no knowledge, please train. Now it is not a problem. Why need to wait 1, 2, 5 years? Now, please organize. Because your wife has an experience. These 2 Mataji have experience. Have experience, please, immediately, today, not longer than tomorrow. No problems, destroy. Yes, because we need to have real experience of real life in Krishna consciousness. There is a clear Bhagavad Gita, Charitamrita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Mataji is alive. Yes, and Bhaktivinoda Thakura organized office. He organized books, translation and writing. He organized lectures. He started to give a lot of lectures with popularization of Bhakti Yoga. He was alone and he was very popular. A lot of followers started to be, but Bhaktivinoda Thakura started to understand one thing: no serious followers. No serious. And he said, after my disappearance, my office at Mahatma will destroy because I am alone serious. And he started to pray, also to impersonality of God, please give me assistance. and started to continue produce a channel, one after another, and finally Bhaktivinoda Thakura was answer to Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, his son. It was the answer. And sometimes a lot of devotees, but no serious devotee. Anyone, at least one. Yes. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur organized, he tried to find Yogapeeth as a place of appearance of Lord Chaitanya, this place of special mercy for our planet from Lord Chaitanya happening. It is very important place. And finally he found, together with help of his guru, Jagannatha Sabaji, he found the place. Very interesting. But people try to do very scientific research of the Shastras, after then he interviewed a lot of people nearby. And finally, in the another opposite bank of Ganga River, opposite from Mara River, Bhaktivinoda was in the field, and owner of the field, two owners, two brothers, Muslim brothers. And she interviewed to these brothers, have you some not usual places in your land, some special places? Oh yes, karst place, yeah, we have special place. What kind of special situation? It is a small hill, karst like it. Because what kind of seed, rice or wheat, we are putting to the land in this hill, the result was tulsi plant. Oh, really? Possible to see, yes. Yes. Yes, and but that we came to this place and started to think maybe this is God's place of logic. I don't know. From any city, and Krishna organized the result of any seed was on the tulsi plant. Yes, and he bring to this place his guru, very old age, but regardless of it, started to jump through it and stuff. Yes, I have feeling of energy of Machitanya, like this. Yes, finally, and but the people started to build connect line for building Yogapeeth temple. It was but not finished, and his son, but Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati built this temple. Very interesting. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he was born in Vedic culture, nearby Calcutta, and it was a village, very Vedic village. There was no problems in this village. His grandfather was a very rich person, and he was Vaishnava, and he gave very easy money for if some problems, somebody have no money, and ask, please give me some money, I will give back. Yes, you can take as you wish. If you can give back, it is good. If not, it's good. Not bad, no problem. Yeah. If you can give back, yeah, yes, no problem. Because to be in that, it is not good for this man. Yeah, you can try, but if not, no problem. Next time you can. Okay. Krishna is giving money not for me, but for all village. I am rich, but it is my talent to be rich. Like doctor, he do treatment for all village, and singer sing for and teach the places. And being for my Lord all village. And please respect. like this. It was absolutely happy place, absolutely happy situation, spiritual culture. But after that, big problems. Some very big disease manifested, all people started to die. And mother, Bhaktivinoda Thakura, together with this boy, jump away from this place and kept their lives. But without money, without relatives, alone, mother and Bhaktivinoda Thakur started to stay in Calcutta. After that, Bhaktivinoda Thakur started to be adult and started to have business. His first business was teacher. He was teacher in school. It was paramedical activity, and he had a wife and children. One, sorry, this one. But his wife left. So very sad place for me there. Each time I have the same experience. His wife left. So, yes, and Bhaktivinoda Thakur had idea, my mother can do care for my son and not the setting of life like this, like not from gender. All instructions, yeah, one might take a part of that, but after some months, his mother, his mother said, I'm old or age woman. I cannot do enough care for his son. We need to be married for him. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur, I said Mataji very high level of devotion. She chanted every basis to Qurans. And she was absolutely, according to Vedic scripture, there's the description how to find the wife. The wife needs to be the same character, the same varna, the same mood, the same behavior, the same culture. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur said like this, and by this fact, by this reality, the contact between wife and husband is very, very close and intense and positive, very positive. No dissatisfaction after another long shock, some difference. And by this reason, Bhaktivinoda Thakur finally had more than 10 sons, children. More than 10 children. And his wife, he was very busy in his business, spiritual business and material business. And actually, Bhaktivinoda and his wife had only 15 minutes for association every day. But it was no problem because they are in resonance and very close relationships, and 15 minutes enough for love relationship, love exchange for one. Enough. Yes, and she chanted 60 pounds daily. Sometimes my mother just said, "Oh, I've heard this is an example," but that is an example for husband, and his wife is an example for wife. But Thakur changed his business because he started to rent some flat and it was not enough money. And he started to think why I cannot be happy and my family cannot be happy, not enough level of money. Okay, maybe a wrong business. And he changed the business of teacher to the business of lawyer because it is quite grammatical to activity, and it is possible to accumulate a lot of money. And he started to be lawyer, and he was very successful lawyer. He was senior lawyer of some territory. It is the highest position of Indian people in India of the time of English control. Higher was on the leader of territory. It was exactly to be Englishman. But the main word can be Indian. And Bhaktivinoda was in this position. It was higher than a king of Bengali or Orissa. Higher, because it is position of English government. Like this. It is highest position of career, and he accumulated a lot of money because his house in the bank of the Jalanga River, even now quite big, 2 floors, very big house of Bhaktivinoda and Bhaktivinoda. That's quite big. Yes, it is this example for Vihaskas. It is a very good example of the material side of life and spiritual side of life. But the name, or one of the name of Bhaktivinoda was Seventh Islam, because his schedule was very interesting, maybe not in details. He started to sleep usually 8 or 9, I don't know exactly. In evening, 8-9 p.m. he started to sleep. And after then, it took 3 hours, 12 o'clock. He wake up, 11, 12 o'clock, wake up. After then, he chanted japa. After then, he read Vaishnava books. After then, before 7 o'clock, he wrote his books, Vaishnava books. After that, at 7 o'clock, bathing and morning some arati. After then, breakfast. Usually he took rice and bananas. Very it's very sattvic. But he got a little fat. But it is sattvic food. Yes, after then he go to his job. After that he come back maybe 5-6 p.m. After then he's resting, he will take food. Things, do some arati, we have connection with family, with wife and children. After that, 8 or 9 o'clock, he rests. Srila Prabhupada followed his night schedule by writing books. Srila Prabhupada wake up not in 12, but maybe in 2 o'clock. And immediately Srila Prabhupada started to chant some rounds of japa, and after that, without reading, writing. He followed the schedule. And a lot of Bhaktivinoda experience in our presence in our spiritual life, for example, bhajans, yes, a lot of presence of Bhaktivinoda Thakura in our community. Yes, reality. And Bhaktivinoda Thakura had understanding. In Chaitanya Mangalas there is a description of the words of Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya said, Mora Senapati Bhakta, my great general, my great devotee, in future will spread chanting of holy name in all planets. In this planet at all. He will cross the ocean and will reach to materialistic places. This America, this description of America. Yes, and Bhaktivinoda Thakur tried his office in the international office, and he tried to contact with other countries and spread his books. He wrote some books at that time, maybe 20. And without success. And in 1896, first success was some Canada and United Kingdom asked Bhaktivinoda to send him his books and pay some payment. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur started to spread Krishna consciousness to other countries, to other continents, to Europe, to America. And immediately he started to say, maybe, no, I am sure, this Senapati Bhakti, a great genuine of Lord Chaitanya, is presence in our planet. It is his influence. I tried some years without success, but now, wow, it is success. It is influence of this person. So he said, he is here. How to find him? How to know this or that? And he said about this to Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati. Now we have this special devotee. Find him, please. And Bhaktivinoda Thakura had his ashrama place, this small house in Jagannath Puri. It's a very silent place, very spiritual place where Lord Chaitanya is staying maybe for 20 years in ecstasy, very. It is like Vrindavan in our time. You can view it. Yes, and Bhaktivinoda Thakur had his ashrama in this place, and he prayed one time, 1 month or 2 months, about success of international preaching in this planet of us. And finally, Lord Krishna appeared before him and said, okay, it will. Yes, Krishna consciousness will start. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur wrote paper and gave to family laws of Bhaktivinoda. My will, I have desire to give this land to a person who will spread in future Krishna consciousness, Hare Krishna mantra in our land. And Srila Prabhupada, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, after Srila Prabhupada had knowledge about this paper, about these laws. And in 70s, when Hare Krishna mantra spread in all the continent, America, after then Europe, after then Asia, after then Latin America, after then Africa, and Australia. Not Antarctica speakings, not. Yes, and he asked some devotees, some his disciples, please collect the articles, big articles with photo from very famous newspapers from all continents, from Europe, from Latin America, and Australia, and collect and give me. Yes, and the authors organized it for Prabhupada. Prabhupada had some very big articles with photo of animals and from different languages, some English language, some Spanish language, and French language in Africa, some part of the French. Yes, and he said, yes, now you need to go to Jagannath Puri to this address and ask the lawyers of family of Bhaktivinoda Thakura and give them this proven. And after that, the lawyer said, yes, it is proven, it is evident, yes, your spiritual master, he is right, Krishna consciousness all over the world. And now we can change the honor of this place from Bhaktivinoda Thakur to ISKCON. And ISKCON started to be honored, and now we have in the center, nearby the Samadhi of Haridas Thakur ISKCON temple in this place. Yes, Bhaktivinoda Thakur had an idea who is Prabhupada. Sometimes some Vaishnavas had no idea who is Prabhupada. We are trying to explain special servant of Srila Prabhupada. The mercy of Lord Chaitanya is spreading to all world by Srila Prabhupada, throughout Srila Prabhupada, but some Vaishnavas cannot understand everything. Bhaktivinoda Thakur had this idea. There's the same Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati. He said about Srila Prabhupada, he will write a lot of, please print all his books. Help him. It was instruction for disciples, but disciples didn't follow. And Prabhupada invited, please help me in preaching, do not follow it. Even now, no deep understanding of position. But Bhaktivinoda Thakur had deep, full understanding of position and reality of person. Okay? In this case, we may finish. If you have some further questions, debates. we can chant Pranama of Bhaktivinoda, the Namo Vishvavara Krishna Krishna, Shrimati Bhaktivinoda Thakura Siddhani, Pushpanja. Hare Krishna. Stop here. Rama Krishna. We don't need to have the hair of the child. You could be, I don't know. Because,